Hi. So, I know nobody else cares, but for me, it's just I want to get in a habit of like actually going live when I want to. So, I'm a few minutes after 4:44. It's better. It's getting better. See, I think they might be, as they're teaching me, they're teaching you, and I'm teaching you. You know what I mean? Like I'm being taught by my guides, and then I'm teaching you, and you're learning, or you're learning by watching me. Like the first couple of days, because it feels like I've been doing this for about a week and this is only the third day. But it is the third day, isn't it? Because yesterday it felt like I'd been doing it ages and I was like, is this only the second day that I've done this? So do you know what I mean? Like I think they're teaching you about how you could be a bit hard on yourself. I mean, I know that I definitely can, although I'm good at teaching people with it, but it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like third time lucky. There must be a message about third time lucky as well. Because I would see that as a win. So it means that tomorrow, hopefully, on the last day, better late than never, maybe I'll be able to actually go live at 4:44, and then I'll be able to keep up next week. And I've got an alarm to go off at 5:55. And yeah, anyway, right. So, and I've not long had my breakfast. I'm like, as in a few, like I just shoveled it. I'm not even gonna lie. I just ate. So I'll be eating my tea very late. I'm very grateful to my amazing mum. So that would be good if this was the next one I'm going to do is the mother healing family. It's like mother's family because like Mars is in Cancer and the full moon coming up very soon is in I think it's Monday actually is I'll talk about it closer to the time is about mothers. So that's if you're wondering why that's a theme. And today I just looked right before I went live that basically the Taurus moon is about money anyway, right? It's about valuing yourself, it's about money, it's about grounded stuff, your home, your assets, your finances. Um, and so actually, like everything that was picking up on yesterday as well, like that would even make sense, like if there's any sort of um if you're moving house or just got a new house or fighting over a house, or especially because there's a lot about court, like all that would be completely this energy too. Um, and then the fact that it's conjunct Uranus, that's anything can happen. Like, because again, it's quite funny. Like, my moon isn't in Taurus, my moon's in Sagittarius, but I was born with moon conjunct Uranus, so that gives you a bit of a clue if you know me, how it's completely unpredictable. Like in a lot of ways, I am predictable, but in other ways, I haven't. So, that's the divine feminine for you. But like my astrology amps it up even more. So. Yeah, I usually write expect unexpected, but I get so bored of like writing that I had to change it to something else. But it really is expect unexpected, especially when it comes to anything to do with what I've spoke about. Like, sorry, I'm hiccuping and burping. That's when I clear energy if you're new, but also it could just be because I just ate. See, and that's what I said yesterday. I'm very practical. I've got Mercury and Taurus, so it's like it's not all about the mystical, but. Right, so let's get into this because I quite like how succinct. Oh, that's what I didn't use, or maybe I didn't kind of. Let's start with one of these cards. I was trying to think where are all the. Let's start with one of these cards. Right, so it's that, and then I want to use my new ones. I'll use them last. Right, so, and again, what I'm doing is I'm just writing the title really quickly, whatever pops into my head. So, because clearly yesterday, when I wrote abundance mindset and then I pulled the card that's on the thumbnail, abundance mindset. If you've seen it, you'll see that I was like I love when that happens. So which and then it happens. It happens on every video that I do live or recorded, but that was pretty cool. So there must be something unexpected. So we'll see if the cards back this up. And again, because Taurus moon's about valuing yourself too, like this could even be like there could be a huge shift in your self-worth. Like you could see, this feels like following on from yesterday. You could see that like all the work you've been doing on yourself, however long, is like really paying off. Again, either financially or I'm getting the sense more that I was talking, well, I think it's both. Like that you're truly valuing yourself. So that could look like I don't want to be around the same sort of people. Like, these people don't value me. They don't value the same kind of friendship that I'm offering. I don't want this. I'm out, or this romantic relationship is not given to me in the way that I'm wanting to give to somebody. I'm out, it's or this job, this boss, this company doesn't value me. I'm out. I'm starting my own business. You know what I mean? We ain't fucking about today. Oh yeah, and just to stress it, oh wow, look at that. Holy shit, man. Release jealousy. This is actually because these cards are about money, this is typically about jealousy in business or money. But I mean, really, I think that with the way that that just came through before the card came out, which is why I do that so that you can see. Um, this really does feel like, and look how much it, see what I mean? Like they're just backing up because if you've, again, I shouldn't have to, and the thing is, look how much I'm defending the channelings that have come through. And I do every now and again, but I don't usually do it because I know, and everybody that tunes into me all the time knows that it's just what is meant to come through. And in Capricorn season, it's always pretty strong and like even brutal at times. It's a brutal truth because Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, it's strict. Um, but I feel maybe the last couple of lives I've done because it was picking up on jealousy and envy and just how it is the root of all evil. Now, and again, it's such a loaded topic because I mean, it is something that fascinates me, you know what I mean? Because it's just so hidden and so in the shadows and so taboo. Whether we're talking about jealousy in business, jealousy and like with twin flames, like because that's what I mean. I think this is going to simultaneously. I wouldn't be surprised if this then leads in the next one I do because it's like so we'll handle the jealousy in business and career goals first because Capricorn's goals, money, success, that's pretty ruthless. Like I've said before, you'll know it's true if you are Capricorn Sun. Capricorn Sun people especially have got like the most amazing work ethic usually, but you could overdo it too. But it's the people that are determined to be at the top, you know what I mean? Like, and they'll do anything to get there. And it's kind of like so okay, so like as long as you do things of integrity, that could be right, but that could also be in a shady way too, because everyone's got a shadow. But it doesn't always need to be that. But it's just it is people that will show up every single day and do what they've got to do to get to where they want to be. Whereas, you've got other signs that are maybe kind of like, it's actually YouTube's a brilliant example of that. People that will put in the work every single day to get where they need to be. But like other people might be a bit more laid back and you're doing it for fun and you're just kind of, it's your, it's not your main focus. Like it's a bit of a hobby. Like, and yeah, I could really break that down massively because then you might have people that want it to be their main focus and oh it's just a hobby, but then that could be a bit of fear behind it, like just really go for it and make it, and I've watched people do that. It's like it's yeah, I've watched people do that over the past 15 years and it's amazing. Like that's the oh yeah, that's the unpredictability that I love about this platform. Some people can just, it's not really set up and you blow up overnight, it's not that. It'll have been, there's different factors, timing, meant to be usually, like I said, Capricorn, hard work that someone's put in, and then it looks like it takes off overnight, but there's been a lot behind it. Because, like I keep saying, that I don't know when that's going to happen, but I predict it will happen at some point this year. And it could be even towards the end of the year, but I don't think it's towards the end of the year. We'll just see. But it's somebody that's new to me could think, oh, that's just happened overnight. Well, no, it's not, has it? Because I've had the channel, is it 10 years this year or 9 years? And I was dipping in and out. And then for the past 3 years solid, I've been, especially when it gets to February, because it was February that I started homing in and telling these wee stories about being a twin flame and my, what is unique to me, like more sort of personal sort of stories. My nose is so itchy right now. Sorry, I really need to do that because there we go. Ancestors coming in strong. And actually, that's really nice because I just realised it's I realised earlier it's my grandpa's birthday today. So it's my grandpa's birthday today, and then a few days from now it's my nana's birthday. So that's why my mum's such a hard worker because she had two Capricorn like parents. So but yeah, so back to this. There is something, there's been a lot about jealousy coming through here, and like with it, well, I might dive in a little bit to the love stuff because It's when we're talking about twin flames, especially, it is a big thing. It is something to be jealous of because when you get two people that have done the work, um, to get there to actually be in a proper union, it's a shitload of work that has been put in. And usually like majorly fast tracked, for the masculine, which can be really overwhelming. But yeah, it is something to be jealous of. But it's if you're people that are over on looking that, it's something that, and even if it's not twin flames, a happy God, that is so crazy how itchy my nose is. It's about getting a handle on yourself. Like, when you let that kind of energy take a hold of you, like karmic energies that lurk or anyone, because we're all going to be somebody's karmic, someone somewhere, do you know what I mean? And then there's the complicated thing of some of the true divine feminines get mistaken for quite a while as being the karmic energy when actually it's completely the other way around. So it's because it's not, that's what's confusing. But I was just watching back that one yesterday where they gave the example of the Greatest Showman, and it is quite funny because it's like um in other with that circumstance, it does just happen to be that in that film the one he's married to with the kids is the twin flame, and it's like if you've seen The Greatest Showman, but in other circumstances, it can actually be like masculines are married to the karmic energy because do you know what I mean? And that's why it's kind of like, but in these situations, they play out. And it's always like where people aren't happy and things break down, which is what it feels like I was picking on yesterday. And then like the person will find their twin flame or they'll more than likely go to their twin flame because they know who it is. But it's all very, it's all very complicated. Um, jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. But if we're specifically tuning in on twin flames, which is what my speciality is, you can't have a twin flame connection if you aren't a twin flame, and not everybody is. So I just want to stress that. And also, even if you are a true twin flame, if you aren't putting in the amount of crazy purging, shadow work, healing, going it alone, releasing loads of jealous people around you, whoever they might be. Some could have been very close to you, could be like family or friends of 30, 40, 20 years. If you're not basically willing to put it all out in the line, then yeah, that can prevent you from being in a union too. It's hardcore. It is hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. You see it. It is hardcore, but it's that is the truth of it. So. Um, and that's why I've said before, like, it's so interesting sometimes the way that people teach about twin flames and the way that they spin it. To be about like, it's not about, you and the other person, it's all about you. That's true. But it is about you and the other person too. It's just you've got to respect the other person's boundaries. This is Capricorn boundaries that they've got their life and you've got your life, and at some point in the journey, your lives aren't anything to do with each other, but they are still intertwined. That's the best way to describe it. It's the best way I can describe it here. Um, so it's about respect and boundaries. Again, I'm going to give the example of take all the other shit out of that film because it's heavy, but again, it could be relevant at some people. It will be relevant to some people's stories. But that film I was giving an example of, It Ends With Us. In that, although that film is all focused on the domestic abuse, the way that the guy Atlas, which would be the divine feminineness, stands back and lets the girl Lily work it all out for herself and heal after even after long after she's got away from this other guy. That's like a twin flame connection because it's like you might want to rush in because they were completely and utterly in love. But it wouldn't have been the right time, because like it's the person needed to heal from what had come before. So ooh, juicy message. Um, what else? Yeah, I think I want to hold that for the thumbnail because I think this is going to be the main. Wait a minute, I'll slow down a bit because it's so irritating when I'm trying to get. Wait a minute, I don't usually use the word irritating, but I did. Wait a minute. When I use words that I don't usually use, it's maybe something that is happening to you or you use that word. I'm like, release jealousy just like that. Wait a minute, that wee bit of hair's annoying me. What are you doing there, friend? Let's just A minute. Oh, the delay is mental, isn't it? Right, we fixed that bit of hair. Maybe I'll just do a serious face. Oh, fuck it, that'll do. Right. So, declutter. Yeah. So look, I know what they're saying. Oh my God. Right. Blown away. Look, I don't know who, again, like always, I don't know who this is going to make sense unless I've had personal sessions or somebody emails me and says that was mine. Look at all of that. Release jealousy, employment change, detox your friendships, and declutter. And see, when I saw the declutter, I was actually going to say, oh, I wonder if the detox your friendships will come out, and it was behind it. So, yeah, you'll feel so again that could be like, people at your work are causing you shit or something. It's either this, yeah, if you work at a company. So there's a few things. If you work at a company, the people around you could be jealous because maybe you've just been promoted or something. Or or if you don't or if you've got your own business and there's like rivals in the industry or something, they could be jealous of that because you're like in the top spot or something, if it's even like that. Or or again, like if you're doing something and it's in a certain niche and you're rising to the top, be careful of who is like riding on your coattails or getting friendly with you all of a sudden or coming back from the past or um God, lovely messages, isn't it? But you'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace, and I'd say life. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Detox your friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So pay attention. If your money's not right, look to who you've got around you. Um, either they're in a real that can be loads of things too. Like that can be people that don't think it's possible for you to have a quantum leap with your finances, whereas it absolutely is. And if you've got that type of mindset, you do need to book a personal session because as much as like I'm always sort of channeling about and helping people that aren't doing too well with money and all that kind of stuff, like I said, like with where my again, it's I don't want to go on it because it takes ages, but like I just said, I've got my Sag moon is conjunct Uranus, but because it's in the second house as well, like my money is like it's very up and down, and it's about kind of like when I do things like charitable things, but basically when I help for free, like I do all the time. Like for instance, I'm keeping it anonymous, but it's somebody that might actually say when they come on one of the lives anyway, like I'll see you in the session. But like just those last few, well, it's quite a few lives that I've put out, like doing that for people that haven't got the money to like book stuff. And then I know that there's money coming anyway from like money that's owed to me. But it's kind of like, it's when I've got invoices with people, it's like as long as they pay it by a certain date, I don't know exactly when it's coming. So I actually kind of satisfies that exciting bit, you know what I mean? But it's kind of like I got money unexpectedly yesterday. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean about like it's not I just do what I'm meant to do, what I'm guided to do to help people, and then it comes back to me in unexpected ways. It's not always money. Like sometimes it's like look, even that, even if I hadn't have just got money last night, and thank you to you know who you are. Um, like my mum was like, "Oh, I've got chili if you want." And I was like, "Oh, my food shop's coming," but she was like, "Oh, it's going to go wait." You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that's abundance. It's kind of like because there are other times when I'm totally skint and it's totally like because the point is even if you're not skint and you've like got money, it's if somebody's offering you something like that, and if it's wise just to always say yes because it's like it's God, it's the guide, it's providing something for you, and it's being grateful. And sometimes people like I love feeding people, like I really like I love I'm not gonna be modest about this, like I am a good cook and I love yeah, I just love when people are around for tea. Like I like making like I need to get that Hello Fresh again. Like I've had it on pause for about a year. My best pal was asking me that when I saw it recently. I was like, yeah, I've had that on pause for about a year because I got sick of it. And also, like I always say, the cheese in that is like crack cocaine. It really is. In the sense of It is addictive. So sorry to use that very blunt example, but it is like that cheese is just like it's not good for you guys. It's like I don't know what they're putting in that cheese, but yeah. But anyway, so by the way, that's a really fucking. By the way, I'm just noticing that's a really weird example, and I also then I, that's going a bit deep, but then actually my note, I'm holding declutter and detox your friendships, and I just made that reference. So it could even be for some people that some of your friends are like into like bad habits and it's keeping you in bad habits. Yeah, take that as it resonates. But I mean that doesn't need to be drug. It could be drinking. It could be heavier drugs. It could be like somebody's like always encouraging you to go to the doctors for antidepressants and that's what will help you. I don't know. But it was weird the way that came through. Like I think they're saying that because it's like yeah, there must be something with that. I'll watch that when I watch it back, but that was weird how I said that. Your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. Yeah, release jealousy. I think there's something strange in that message, which will make sense to people that be careful of people that are trying to keep you small. And that's like that reminds me. I can't be arsed getting that deck, but it reminds me of that deck where it's got karmic friends, and it's like it would be like people that want to keep you like low. I don't like that word, but low vibrational. But like let's party and whatever party is like drinking. But for some people, it could be drinking, drugs, whatever. But it's kind of like just partying and therefore you're always going to be a bit groggy, or some people can just get on with it. But that's by the way, I'm being really blunt here. But see, if you either you are like this, or this feels very direct for people to face their shit. So I feel like I wanted to say sorry, but sorry, not sorry. This is the way the message come through. Um, if either you are like this, or pay attention if there's people around you like this, they can go out, kick the arse of it out of it, drink a shitload, and then just get up the next day and get on with it. And either, if you're on a weekend or something, and then start drinking again. I suppose it's a bit different if you're away for somebody's birthday or something. But there's people that just do that anyway. That's actually like a functioning alcoholic. So you might be well aware of that in yourself or other people. But it's not really such a great thing, you know what I mean? And again, I'm praying for anybody that's kind of stuck in that. Um, but for some reason, this is coming through quite strong. So yeah, it's like what we say, be careful of the company you keep. You become like the five people you spend the most time with. So if you've got family and friends around you that are always going on about, you know, none of us have got any money. It's really hard to live in these times. You can't just start doing what you love and make money from it. And that's true. You do have to put the hard work in, but at some point you can make money from doing something that you love. It just depends. Like I said, I've helped people where like I've saw what they're meant to be doing in their chart. They've got to work on it and like in quite a short space of time, whether we take that to be like months, 6 months, sometimes it can be a couple of years for people. But then imagine you do work at something and you're learning and getting the skills you need to learn that suit your soul's blueprint. And after those couple of years, what if that person becomes a millionaire because they're actually doing what they're meant, you know what I mean? So it's all relative. But it's all relative. See, I'm going to do the family one next too. It could be family, like a generational curse. But keep that for the next one. I'm saying that to my guides. Keep that for the next one. But maybe they do want to weave it in. But there could be people that's like trying to discourage you from moving forward with big dreams. Don't let them, basically. Time to decide. Oh, for fuck's sake, who is it that's got jealous friends and family, or work people, or strangers, or whoever it is, and you need to decide to leave them behind or whatever this is about. Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. That's 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row that's come out now, isn't it? So there's decisions that need to be made about your life. Your heart's desires is on the back too. So that mentions heart's true desires, and this is saying heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Right, I can't. That's what I just said. Love it. I'm being so dramatic right now. But that is exactly what I just said, because they're using me as a mouthpiece. Also, look at that card. It's like an angel walking along the beach. And that reminds me of like the Eight of Cups. It's like this person's walking away. So you either are this person or that's your person. and to what to infinite abundance. And when you walk away from it feels like jealous energies, whether it's one person, a few people, or a community, you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Again, I knew what I was picking up on there. And I think that's they got me to get this deck, which I haven't been using. If the village comes out, look, Pilgrim, the journey. Sorry, it's coming through so fast. I can't apologise for it. It's probably why it's quite a good thing there's nobody here, but some will probably arrive when I say that because it's like the message coming through really strong. It's a standing joke. If the village comes out, that's when I will say, "Oh, here we go, the fucking village," right? And the village, the village to me, it reminds me of the saying, "It takes a village," but it's like in a negative way. It's like it's the that's why I will say the fucking village. It's like a community of people. Whether a community is like an actual neighborhood or community, but it's like a whole load of people are like sabotaging you, holding you back from who you're meant to be with or what you're meant to be doing or all of it. Because even if you're not in the place of going towards a twin flame, or for masculines that are confused about this, it's like you've got really good ideas for like something like you've I don't know, invented something or that or and it's like people are making you feel like it's not a good idea or something. So just look out for all of this. Why did I pick up this deck of cards? The healer. See what I mean? Like we could be. This feels like huge energy. This feels like I'm picking up on masculines that are very connected to Jesus. I'm just the Father and God. Yes. So, and again, also you could be a father here, but it feels like the divine Father, like as I say, but it's like, look, the Father and Jesus. I can't. I mean, I can. Sorry, that is just hilarious. But it's like, yeah, I feel you've got very healing energy, and I feel others around you benefit from your healing energy. And they might not look at it as you're a healer, but you are. Whoever I'm saying this to, and it feels like a group of masculines, and it feels like you've got energy vampires around you. And again, it is, I mean, the Jesus and Mary Magdalene cards would really be very, are they just through there? That's what it feels like. It feels like in the Mary Mag. Basically, I know the deck well enough that it feels like in the Mary Magdalene deck where it is. I think it is my favorite card, but it's the one about. It just speaks about when Mary Magdalene and Jesus were together, the amount of jealousy that their union created around the people around them was immense. Like, another word I wouldn't use, but like it was off the charts, through the roof, baby. That's becoming a thing. And blame Connor for that. It was funny when I said, and it wasn't, I didn't even say, babe, I know I did. It's probably because I do say that quite a lot. Something baby, but I don't think I did that thing. But yeah, and I just saw the one and then I shuffled and it came out again. Yeah, look, you're the one. It's like, you're the one. You're the only one that can put out something that you're being guided to put out because there isn't another you, right? And also I feel you're being guided to the one. And also in this case, because see what I mean, right from the start, the jealousy card came out. So I might just I'll go and get that deck. If I rummage around and I can't find it, then we'll just have to leave it. But I just want to see if it comes out. Like this has got something to do with business and love, and it feels like twin flames together. Like you could be like coach, twin flame coaches that are meant to help people with the journey, or because there aren't really too many of them, and whenever I see them, I'm kind of doubtful that they're even like that they're real. In fact, because now I'm clairvoyantly seeing a couple that are that were claiming that I haven't seen anything. But I mean, I might not be seeing anything from them because they might be busy with their clients and everything like that. But yeah, there isn't too many of them, and you just don't even know if some of them are real anyway. But I just looked at 1717. But even if some are real, it's like, they're not you. They're not you, your union. It's something, so this is quite unique. 17 is the star card, hope and healing. Oh, yeah, look, healer, the healer, healers. You're meant to heal people. The creator and the comic. So you see, that could even be that you're like, quite funny. Like basically, like you could be like meant to use your creative skills, on a platform like this or any of the other platforms, like to heal people through laughter. Like a bit like the other day when I was mentioning, like I know that there's people, um, and there's probably way, I mean, not probably, there'll definitely be way more than I know of. Like I've helped people with things like that that are on other platforms that are doing well, and I've heard of other people through people I know, or like I even can think of like I don't watch these people because I'm not on TikTok, but I remember. Uh, it must have been like someone was kind of blowing it up at the time, and I remember my best pal at the time showing me, and it was just it was really funny, and it's just basically a guy that's like just he's you know what I mean, he's going for it, but like you said, I personally feel when that is like in Scotland or something, and you're still like weird, with the same people that you grew up with and all that around, like how much of that is real? There can be like, yeah, they're jealous. I don't know why I keep picking up on this. Have I got, listen, who have I got lurking on here? Because I most of my audience is it's the UK, so like, I just don't. I'm like, why do I keep picking up on things? Like I do keep like I said, the other thing I got led to the other day was a guy in Scotland that I don't know any of these guys, but I think actually someone I'd spoke to though actually did know one person. But the point is, it's like that you could be a healer in that way. Like you're funny, you make people laugh, you're picking people up out of a dark place. And I always happen to feel like people that are making people laugh too. It's like Robin Williams. Like you might actually be fucking saving those people that are making you laugh. I'm one of them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that's what happened on Monday. Like that was the God's honest truth. It's not like I was like feeling really down or anything, but like I don't really like January, and that really picked my energy up and reminded me what I'm here to do. Like I don't know, it was felt quite. It's so again, thank you to the guy in the spirit world that came through, and thank you to you that created the space to make it fun. And thank you for guiding, Heather to see it. So thank you all round. See, gratitude, the maiden. So however that comes into it, that's usually the maiden and the vision. The maid, oh, there it is, the village. I knew it was going to come out. The fucking village. The village is jealous. So it's like this again must make sense to someone. So and I think that's going to make sense to quite a few people. And it's just a bit of a shame that it's like, to the best of my knowledge, it's like that. I don't know. Like this is what I mean, but it's made me wonder who's tuning in. I think there's just going to be a whole load of, especially like I keep wanting to say young guys, or this could even be teenagers, but like teenagers, young guys, or you could even be an older guy, whatever. But I feel like it's guys. I'll say guys, but like guys. But I mean, it could be women too. But I keep feeling male energy, and it's like you've got a vision. I meant to just spit out that the maiden card is usually like to me like a karmic energy. So it's like, yeah, it could be like toxic karmic energies are distracting you from a bigger calling and your real person. That could be in the past or it could be happening now, but and a karmic village. But it's like you've got a vision of something much greater than whatever you're dabbling in just now. Um, the vision just came out again in Eros, and Eros is about, extremely sacred sexual energy. That's a twin flame. Like you've got a vision of a twin flame union that you're being held back from by the village. It's on the bottom again. It's just I love those. I love when I channel those cards. What's fallen? The shadow. Yeah, yeah. The shadow village. So I don't love the message because it's not a nice message, but I love it because it makes sense of what I felt. There's a lot of jealousy projection from a shadow village, a village that is in their shadow, keeping you in your shadow. That could not be any crystal clearer. So I don't know who that makes sense to. You will know. But could we get back to it's when I don't use these spreads. Okay, but yeah, they basically wanted me to go that way and just leave it. They're exhausting you. They're energy vampires. They wanted me to leave. They're telling me they wanted me to leave it open and not use the spread today because that's what needed to come through. By the way, it's not. I didn't get any downloads or anything. Sometimes I do, but I didn't get any downloads or anything before I came on here about jealousy or jealous friends or jealous family. Really, I didn't, or jealous lovers. Although I pick up on that quite a lot. If it's going on, I'm going to pick up on it. So again, these messages will stop coming through when there's people not like that around. Some of the people tuning in. But look. how much it comes through. It comes through every day. It comes through in some sort of way. And some weeks it's like so much it drains the fucking life out of me. But I get it because it can take a lot of courage to move away from something that you've known your whole life, but exhausted. Feel financially drained, lacking viable options, recharge and regroup. But that is very clear that the people around you are, yeah, exhausting you. I'm wondering if there's some sort of financial abuse here as well. Could it be that with that maiden card that it's like, that someone's dependent on you for your finances? No. Right, so a resource you're greedy for. Let's see what comes out. A resource you're greedy for, because I don't think I've used this spread yet. So this might be picking up the same stuff. Look at this. Love affair. Beware, love affairs at work rarely, love affairs at work, rarely and well. Love affairs at work, rarely, beware, love affairs at work, rarely and well. That's meant to be rarely work well. Fuck, anyway, it's all mucked about. So don't lose your mind. So, but, right, that could have relevance, right? Be mindful if you're getting caught up in some kind of work affair, right? If that makes sense to you. But because of what I've said about Mary Magdalene and Jesus, it feels like, yeah, that's what they're saying to me. It feels like what I'm saying, like how it can all be distorted, like how you've got the true divine feminine for a long time can be made out to be in the bad one or the hussy or the whole breaker. I don't know, all these kind of like, that is kind of like the vibe of it. And then it's like it turns out it's like, oh no, actually, and sometimes it could take a long time to play out that actually that's the person that's got the best intentions and allowing somebody to just be who they are and allowing them the space, allowing them to grow and holding space for their healing, praying for them, fighting off the demons and the spirit, I could go on and on and on. And then it's like whoever they've been spending time with is actually the one that's been keeping them down, or that in some cases it can even be people that are off cheating on them and that. And if it's in a committed relationship, whatever whoever is speaking to, and it doesn't need to be a man and a woman, by the way. I always channeling that this way. It could be same sex, or it could be like the masculine's a woman that's going off and cutting it about the village. You know what I'm saying? But like and the man's at home. Yeah, that would be right. I'm getting confused with this. But I feel in this case, it's like you're meant to have a passionate, erotic, but sacred sexual love affair, and you're meant to work together. That's twin flames. That's complicated, but that's what like you're greedy for it. Like like I'm changing it. It's like they're like this is somebody that's like hungry for that. Wait a minute, I need the other cards. We need to break the rules a little bit because it's like I said, it's Moon conjunct Uranus, and I was born with Moon conjunct I said Uranus. If that card comes out about with the actual energy, that'll be hilarious. But that's what I'm feeling. Somebody's hungry for this union now. Kinda. I can't let you go. It's reminding me of that channeling I done 6 months ago. I never know. 6 months, 9 months, doesn't matter. It's all timeless. And it was, and again, I remember it well because it's the video I think it's not the video that's had the most views I've ever had, but I think it's the video that's had the most views I've ever had for a just a recorded video. Like I've had shorts that have went over 1,000, but I've not had a video. And it's like 500, it was over 500 views, I think. Was it as much as that? I think it was, no, it was. And it was like I tried to stay away, I can't. And it's got Mary Magdalene and Jesus on the front cover. So look, I've kind of forgot that when I was saying that. So I think that one might be coming about now for some people. I've been manifesting you, and I'm scared you will reject me. That came out on the one last night very strongly. Your energy is intoxicated and it's pulling me in. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like someone's greedy for it. They're I wouldn't say greedy for it. That's just different. Somebody's greedy for this, hungry for this, and I underestimated how important you are in my life. I'm afraid that I've lost you forever. So I'll not keep shuffling them too much, but that is picking up on the energy that I was feeling. Right. How you can reframe your greed. So I need to reframe the question because of what's come through. Let's just see what comes out. I need those Mary Magdalene cards though, because that's that one about the jealousy. Foresight. Pay attention to the things that are important to ensure wealth. Be far-sighted and alert. Again, look, the eyes. The eyes, because sometimes you got to ignore the words and it's about the picture. That's like the eye that came out, one of the ones yesterday, the day before. There's monitoring spirits, there's people watching, there's people, it feels like, right, it feels like, abuse is a big word, but it feels like I'm picking up on, never mind jealous, it's jealous, abusive, karmic, toxic people. And who they are in your life, only you'll know, and how many. But it's people that are stonewalling, gaslighting, um, I'm seeing what's that for? I'm seeing Pretty in Pink and I'm seeing 16 Candles, eight because I love my 80s films. But in both those films, the friends trying to put the main guy off the person that they've fallen for by making out like, oh, they're no big deal. Like in I get mixed up with what's what. In Pretty in Pink, I've chatted about these films loads, but that's what they're giving me, and I know why because it is about it's specifically about jealous friends. In Pretty in Pink, if you don't pay attention at the very start of the film, he asks the girl out, and she's like, "Get the fuck," in her own whatever she says it. She's not interested, right? Because he's a dick, that guy. If you watch it, he's like got loads of money, and he thinks he can just buy people, and she's like not interested. But it's his best friend that they fancy each other, so they're like twin flames. So when the best friend expresses to the guy that's a dick, "Oh, do you like such and such?" He's like, "Oh, she's a mutant," and like kind of like says all this stuff like, "What?" But it's because he was rejected by her. But it's a shame because the guy that's like he's being manipulated, and so if you're not very confident and you're insecure, oh my God, I wasn't even putting my thumb up. People that know what that means, well, look, that's mental. That is mental. I don't think I put my thumb up at any point. When I hope that's on record, and I think it will be. If it isn't on record, but there's no reason why it shouldn't be, a big thumb just came up, right? And when a thumb comes up, when I haven't done any action to make it go there, I know it is a thing. I know it's a thing on here. And it's a thing on Zoom, not YouTube. And it's a thing on, I think it might be TikTok or Snapchat, but again, I don't know because I've not got these things. Somebody had said all that happens on Snapchat. And actually, I see it on another person that's got YouTube that puts their TikTok thing. But anyway, the point is, when it happens just of its own accord, my guides like to use that to show you and look at just they put the thumb up at me saying about the jealous friend. Somebody's got a jealous friend or jealous friends. Um, and I get sick of giving the same message because it comes through all the time. Um, but and it could be specifically a jealous best friend because that's that guy's best friend in this. So, but I don't know how this fits, and it doesn't need to be guys. That could be you're a girl and you've got jealous best friend girlfriends, or same sex kind of thing. But um, yeah, he basically sabotages throughout the whole film. And then thank God the guy realizes, but he realizes like it's not too late, but it's kind of like quite late on in the film, and it's quite it's sad, it's you watch it, it's I love that film. Um, but But in the end, they see through it. She saw through it actually. But well, actually, I don't know if she even really understands that she probably anyway. It's a film, but you know what I mean. But there's something. It's a big part of the film that you could miss because I think the first time I watched it, I thought I didn't get why the guy the best friend was like saying being so horrible about her. But it was because I wasn't paying attention and I didn't see that he asked her out right at the start of the film. So that's why it's pay attention, and the card says pay attention. Pay attention. So you could have missed something. That this could be so specific. Like somebody could be so adamant on putting you off someday, and you could be missing a detail. Like, why am I feeling like this? It could be really similar. It could be like somebody that's really got it in about going in on the person you like, but it could be like in the past before you've known. Like maybe this person has tried or something. That's really specific. That won't be for everyone, but I'm getting a feeling for some it could be that. And if it's not that in the past somebody's tried, they've been rejected. It could just be the friend is jealous of the union that you're going to have because they've not got anyone or they've got something that's like that they're not happy in. Lots of different things there. But and then in 16 Candles, he's hot as fuck. But put that aside, it's the guy out of Mermaids. But it's like he's like yeah, very good, hot as fuck, very good looking. And she is too. She's like, she's yeah, she's not yeah, anyway, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But his girlfriend that he's with is very attractive too, and it's all that kind of thing. It's like she's dreaming about him, but actually he's dreaming about her too. And that's just really quite sweet, and it's all very, but again, it's that kind of thingy, like he says to the friend, "Oh, what do you think about such and such?" And and the friend is like, well, I'm neither here nor there, you know what I mean? And that's not, that friend's got nothing to do with jealousy and all that. It's just, but it's about asking other, you shouldn't be asking other people what they think about your person. It shows a real lack of you trusting in yourself, which is not, it just shows you where you need to do the healing, which is fine, but do the healing. Don't keep letting other people make decisions about your life. Resources. Be grateful for what you have and have something for the future. Use wisely as needed. Money tree. Dreams come true. You will get what you've long desired. Enjoy your wealth. See what I mean? So I get what's come through here. You've got big dreams and goals. It feels like for the majority of people that are going to resonate with this, it involves your twin flame. But bear in mind, for some of you, that could even be like I'm seeing one of the male divine masculines now that the last time I spoke to him, you didn't know who your divine feminine is. But if you follow the dreams, your own dreams and goals, and your energies rising and elevating, and don't let people hold you back, you're going to meet that person, or you're suddenly going to realize it's someone that is in your life already. Um, I have to keep doing that because it's I'll be flashing you my bra. See, that's like Mary Magdalene's shit too, and even when I'm making jokes about that, that's kind of weird. A healthy way you can indulge your greed. A healthy way you can indulge your greed. What will I use for that? Because of what it's let's use these. I don't know if I'll bother going getting the Mary Magdalene. Oh, I feel like I need to though. Signs, look, you're all the signs. I reminded of you constantly. I've been seeing so many signs and synchronicities that remind me of you. It's made me feel certain that you're the one for me and we have a brighter future. I just have to figure out how to follow them. I'm gaining the strength and courage for that. So that's a healthy way that you can indulge in what it is you want. Expectation. I want to be all that you want me to be. I don't want to disappoint you. I know you have a lot of expectation from me and I'm trying to stand for that. But at times I feel so far away from you that I'm afraid to let you down or disappoint you. Inspiration, there's ideas and inspirations and dreams. There's no one else who inspires me the way you do. That's what it feels like. It feels like someone's realizing there is literally nobody else on this planet that inspires me the way that this person does. And that's how you're figuring out who this person is to you. I'm proud of you, your achievements and gifts. Your love really gives me strength and courage to strive for more out of life. So yeah, it feels like people that are unhappy and they, I mean, I'm going to get the Mary Magdalene cards. Ugh. Right. Look, I've got the patience to find it, right? But I'm not going to bother because I don't know where they are. But I found one of them. And it's not the one I'm in. But what I'll do is if I remember, I'll look them out for tomorrow. I know nobody will be as bothered as me, but um Magdalene meditating retreat. So if you are the divine feminine, I feel this is about, especially if this is resonating real time, I feel this is about taking time to go inwards to retreat. This card is all about how Mary Magdalene would take herself off into the woods and go inwards and really connect. And Yeah, and I feel this is about the telepathy between you and your twin flame, so very, very deep messages. Um, and one way you can let go of your greed for this resource, a way you can be generous with this resource. I think we'll just scrap those questions and just pull one of these, but why do I want to go? God, this one was a bit off the beaten track. It really was. Anything could happen because this is doesn't seem to be about. Oh no, I suppose it is. It is. It's about career. It is. It's about. I might. I'll keep that in the title because I feel it's important when they get me to write whatever, and I'll add my emojis in after. But I think I might add something in about like I don't know. I'll jealousy's on the thumbnail. Something about like your career. I feel the strong message is that you've got a lot to give, but you're being held back by jealousy. Yeah. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. So this can be as well when you're self-sabotaging and you're like, I can't have that anyway. And now it's so sorry, it's because they keep showing me they're going in between 16 candles and um pretty in pink. And again, I always have to think because sometimes I'm like get them mixed up because they're quite similar. Because it's got this basically it's got the same girl in it, Molly Ringwald. But or that yeah, I think that is her name. But um it's more like it's interesting what they're saying to me there because it's like it's more so you can be male or female, but in 16 Candles, she's like put this Jake guy on a pedestal as being like, oh, the good looking popular kid at school and that. And it's like, but he's actually daydreaming about her too. So basically they're both daydreaming about each other. And it's so but it's kind of like in this context, I feel it's like she's like a masculine that is like oh yeah, yeah. I think you know what. If that's really resonating, just go and watch it. If you've got Sky Movies, it's on all the time, or just it'll be on something Prime or something. But it's like they keep sort of missing each other a bit, and then they literally only get together right at the end of the film. Like they only kiss right at the end of the film. Um, so it's something like that. It's like you're both thinking the exact same about each other. But one of you might be really in your head, or the both of you might be really in your head. And then on top of jealous saboteurs, you're ready for more. Your career is grow. Oh yeah, the career thing. Your career is growing and and that's funny. These cards aren't even about career and finance. So that's me trusting what cards to use. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. Right? They can't make that any clearer. I feel they've made that very clear there. So I'm going to finish it with these ones. So could you give us a card? So these are to do with business and astrology. So this might go totally way off the beaten track of what's just come through. But that's what I'll get it when I'll see more when I watch it back. But what I got from this is from the get-go, it's about jealousy, either being aware of the jealousy in you if you're watching others soar or doing well at something and it's bringing up feelings of that in you and then you're projecting that at the person. And in some cases, like with examples I've given, you could be very unhealthy and actually attack people, which is, like whether it be through the online or in person, God forbid, you know what I mean? It's just don't become that person. But forgive yourself if anything like that happens, but like don't, yeah, just try to do the work there. But it more feels like be aware of people trying to sabotage you through jealousy, through either trying to sabotage your love life or good ideas or businesses or yeah, however that fits for you. And I'd say it's got a lot to do with twin flames that you're meant to do something together. Joint mission is what they would call it. But again, all that shit makes me cringe, but it is true. Like, It is a twin flame mission. What have we got then? With all that being said. Oh, that's boring. I read that yesterday, but look how many cards? There's like something like 70 something. 62 cards, and I pull out the same one from yesterday. And dolphins for me are always a sign of new earth. You're meant to be new earth leaders. That is what, I might put that in the title. You're meant to be new earth leaders, inspiring and bringing about other people to be new earth leaders. Because in the new earth, we're all leaders of our own life. We're all the emperor and the empress. You might just have to be that on your own before you meet your emperor or empress. But it's right, but that's boring that I got the same card, but I will read it again. Sagittarius, seeker. Yeah, you're seeking more. You're wanting to explore. You're wanting, you might even be, this could be people that are traveling, teaching, traveling. And then I opened the book up at the 12th house, my favourite house. Secret, subconscious, rest and retreat. Oh my God. The Mary Magdalene card says rest and retreat. So that's good. There wasn't no point in me going through there. That's his retreat. So get a lot of rest. Wow, get a lot of rest this weekend if this message spoke to you. Because again, this wasn't for everyone. Not everyone's at this bit. Not everyone is meant to be that involved with your twin flame in a business. But this is the ones. This is who this is for. And it's this. Even if this is like 6 months away, a year away, blah blah blah, 2 months away, 2 weeks away, 2 days away, for whoever. Now, like you're already doing it. Um, but the 12th house is also exhaustion, burnout. You know what I mean? So there's been lots of things about this. Um, where am I repressing parts of my business fundamental energy? Where do I need to bring conscious energy and focus? Do I need to invest and rest? My business has buried treasure waiting to be unearthed. But the biggest thing that's sticking out to me is the 12th house is where your hidden enemies are, which is why I'm the person that is always warning people about this. And like I said, it wouldn't come out in the cards if it wasn't going on for people that tune in. And I feel I attract a lot of people that happens to because it happens to me. So I've got my, like I said, I've got my Pluto in the 12th house, and that is hidden enemies. So I can sniff the hidden enemies out, but I also get a lot of them too, which is it's not nice. But again, like I said, we do sit around and moan about it, but it's draining. People just need to get a fucking life. But anyway, right. So, um, balance, success, tranquility, opportunity. It's okay to maintain balance in your life, to only do things that feel harmonious and pleasurable, like the Bruce Almighty thing. And by the way, when I said that yesterday, and then look, notice it, when I said about Bruce Almighty, because it is from Bruce Almighty, Bruce, that always reminds me of the scene where like that bit doesn't specifically, but just it's coming into my head about when she's on the bed praying, like, please God, please help me just stop liking him, like, please just help me, like, I just can't not love him. Actually, I said something similar in a video not too long ago, but do you know what I mean? It's like that's the feeling I'm getting. Like, you could be a divine feminine that's at your wit's end. Um, or you've been there in the past, like, I think we've all been there. But it's kind, or it could be the masculine that's doing that. Like, I don't want to love this person. I don't want to change my whole life. I don't want to go to my twin flame. I just want to stay in my safe little cozy little box with all the people that are sabotaging me. You know what I mean? It's like they wouldn't say it, you wouldn't say it like that if that's happened because you wouldn't. Well, I was about to say if you weren't, you're not aware. But actually, the sad thing is sometimes some of you are aware and you don't want to leave either. So, but again, I get that too because like I've been in positions where I've known I couldn't trust the people around me, and I wasn't strong enough to leave them, and then I did. So if I could do it, you can do it out there, people. But it's and it doesn't need to be in like real sinister ways, but just kind of like I don't think this person's being the whole, showing me the whole truth or telling me the whole truth. And I just don't like having folk around me I can't trust. So, that's when it's like goodbye, end of the line. Um, but yeah, this is about where do I need to lighten my load so that I can be more easeful, playful, and spirited in my business. This just feels like ten of wands, 10 of burdens, like a lot of stress around someone. So I'm praying for you if you're resonating with this. I've spoken that for that long in this one. I'm about to need to go in the next one. 747 could be significant, and if I remember rightly, I posted that the other day in the community tab. I think that is about creating a spiritual business. That's mental. My guides are so clever. I'm sure 747, I'm going to look that. I'm sure that is about a spiritual business. That's fucking crazy. I might be wrong, but I don't think I am because I can feel it. 747. Yeah, 4 days ago it fucking is because I looked it up. And bear in mind, I've been getting guides these numbers for, I don't know, 12 years or something, however long they've. So I get, but I don't look it up unless I'm guided to for use or unless I was really, yeah, it is. I knew that. Oh, Divine Soul Mission. 747 indicates your strong connection with the angels has allowed you to receive precise divine guidance. In turn, you've taken the appropriate actions in your life. Your angels offer their congratulations. Pulled that yesterday or the day before. It was yesterday, though, wasn't it? Urge you to continue on your current path. It says, keep up the great work. Keep your thoughts positive. That's like the other card. Yeah, well done. Blah, blah, blah. It is the one I posted the other day. Spiritually based career or practice. Yeah, so boom, drop the mic. It is about a business with your twin flame. Um, so, you're a wise seeker, a philosopher who's been called to take up the mantle of a teacher and a guide, right? I can't. This is, I love it. I love it. So, as the chief visionary officer of your business, you chart a course, a journey in the great unknown and your never-ending quest for meaning. By undertaking this journey, you inspire others to do the same. Yeah, I'm definitely talking to twin flame guides. This is what this feels like. You don't necessarily have to be helping people with the twin flame journey, but I feel it's you and your twin flame have a business together. So, like I said, you and your twin flame could be like selling things on Amazon, or you could be have a coaching business about helping people with business or bloody bloody, you know what I mean? Or you could be helping people with translation. It's just, or it's something like that though. Tap into the Sagittarian gift of boundless enthusiasm, or you're meant to be. Embrace the belief that a rainbow always emerges after the rain as you guide others with your unlimited optimism. Where am I limiting my business potential? Where do I need to expand myself and what's possible for my business? What adventures are calling my name? I expand into my business's fullest potential, right? Boom, drop the fucking mic. That message was, it's like I've like got all this, I've got all this influx of amazing energy. That's all I can say. So I'll use this to now go on to the next one. But I think I'm not really got time to have a coffee. I have. I just need to get the mug. I've got my flask there. So I'll go and get my mug and then we'll do the mother healing one and maybe I'll get some people joining me. But wow. All I can say is wow. If this resonates, then wow. And I'm sure, and bear in mind, you could just be doing this on your own and you don't know who the person is yet. But the majority of people that watch this, you know, you know. See you later.